We're gonna go for a drive today, but Josh is letting me take a car of his because mine are all broken still. Please, my OnlyFans link is right below. Just click on it. All right, Josh, right now, gun to your head. Hold on, wait, it's not loaded. Gun to your head. Lambo or Porsche?
Can't answer that.
Bang. Bang. Fall down, you're dead.
I can't answer that. I gotta drive both of them back to back. I don't know. I love them both. A lot.
Well, let's figure it out today. There's nothing better to do.
Okay, I'll take this. You take that, and then we'll switch.
Sweet.
Marshall, say hi or something for the camera.
Hi or something for the camera.
So Marshall's in the GT4, which I trust him to drive after driving across the country with him. He's pretty good. He asked me a question, and that question was, somebody held a gun to my head and said, you gotta get rid of him, which one would it be? I think I know the answer to that, but I really can't answer until I drive him back to back a little bit, and I haven't actually done that yet. I only had the GT4 for a couple of weeks, and I've been driving that thing like crazy. So I took this out this morning a little bit, and I'm gonna drive it and really think about that question. So right off the bat, one of the things that I love about this car, but it's also a similarity with the GT4, is that it's a manual transmission. So for those of you that know me or watch the channel know that I love manual transmission cars. GT4 also checks that box, but nothing checks that box like this car does. The sound of a V10 is impossible to beat, except maybe a V12. This particular car's got a Larini exhaust that just sounds incredible. Wait for it. It's so good. That one doesn't have an aftermarket exhaust. Even if it did, I don't think you could compete with that sound. Performance-wise, they're similar as far as speed is concerned. I haven't actually had a chance to line them up and race them yet. From the driver's seat, they both feel very similar. This one I think feels a little bit more torquey, a lot heavier steering feel than the Porsche, which surprises me actually, because I thought that one was kind of heavy feeling for a newer car. But when I got in this one this morning, it was pretty obvious that this one is a lot heavier, which I like a lot. Interior-wise though, this car is pretty awful. I love this thing, but the seating position is very uncomfortable. From what I understand, the 2004 had like no adjustments on these seats whatsoever, and I believe in 2005 or 6 they changed that and had some lumbar adjustment and things. This one doesn't have that, so I have a lower back problem, and this thing just pushes on my back. It's pretty awful. Anything over like an hour or so, I really am not very comfortable in this car. With the GT4, I had it out last weekend for over 4 hours at a time, and I didn't get uncomfortable at all, so that's a win for the GT4, I guess. But that right there, which you probably didn't catch on camera, since we left the house, which is about, we've gone 2 miles maybe, probably 50 people have looked at us. And those bikers just pointed to us. Everybody looks at this car. Everybody looks at the Porsche too because it's bright and it's kind of obnoxious, but everybody knows that's a Porsche and you see them every once in a while. Lamborghini, at least in our area, has a whole different feel. There's a bunch of people on here. Trump house. Woo! Trump 24. So you get different looks in this car, and it really kind of makes you feel good. That's a big plus to this thing. Besides people thinking the car is cool, the one thing that I can't leave unmentioned is, and it might sound weird and conceited, but how you feel driving the car. It's like when you're sitting at a red light, you know you're in a Lamborghini, you feel good about that. It's like wearing a nice watch. It's sort of like a confidence booster. You really do feel cool. I know this is just a Gallardo and it's old, and you know there's a lot of nicer, newer Lambos out there, but there's still something about the Lamborghini name that's different than the Porsche name, and I love Porsche. What do you guys like better?
Lambo. Definitely.
Porsche? Yeah. Porsche. All right.
The first thing I do every time I get in the GT4 is hit these 3 buttons. Rev match, open the exhaust valves, and turn that stupid auto shut off. So I just got out of the Lambo. It's on, and I love that car. So right off the bat, you can feel This car's a lot more comfortable and also a lot more modern. So the interior just feels better, it looks better, the styling is significantly better than the Gallardo is, and it's got cup holders. So that's an exciting part of this thing. This car also has a great feel to it. Like I said, in the Lambo, the steering is a lot heavier in the Lamborghini, and I like a heavy feel. This is still good though. A lot of the newer cars you get in, it's so light, it almost feels like you're not doing anything. This still has a good feel. You can feel the road. I love the shifter in this. It's not as awesome as the gated manual, but it's very distinct. You know that you're in a gear, and I like that. It's not sloppy at all. Go this way, but here's one kind of disappointing part. It sounds good, but nothing like a V10. One thing that's about this car that's really impressed me is the handling. The Lambo handles nicely, very good, significantly better than normal cars, but this thing is just absolutely ridiculous. It never loses grip. I have yet to have it lose grip or even think about losing grip, and I've hit turns at pretty ridiculous speeds. It's just awesome. The color of this particular GT4 gets a lot of people's attention. You do get a lot of looks in it because of that, but still, it doesn't really compare to the Lambo. So overall, this car is as far as what a car is supposed to do, this car is better. I think I can say that with certainty. I think it outhandles the Lambo. I believe if it's not faster, it's very close to faster. It's still puts a smile on your face. It's got more creature comforts. The air conditioner works flawlessly. All of this stuff, of course, is due to the fact that it is brand new. There's a 16-year technology gap between this and the Lamborghini. So I guess if you were to compare a 2004 Porsche, which I don't think they made the Cayman in 04 yet, so like a 2004 911 or a Boxster compared to this, or compared to the Lamborghini, you're probably gonna have a little bit of a different result. But for this purpose of this video, I am comparing this exact car to the other exact car, which is the Lambo. That person didn't pay any attention to where they're walking. No crosswalk. So this car, when you drive past a group of people, you might have a couple of them look at you. You might have one of them sort of point to you. But when you drive past a group of people in the Lamborghini, you have everybody look at you, and if they're not looking at you, their friend is tapping them on the shoulder saying, hey, look at that. The volleyball guys down at the court in Latrobe there, they all came over, and I asked them which one they like more. They all said the Lamborghini, except for I think one person. I asked them what drew them over to come over and look at the cars, and they said the Lamborghini. So there is something about the Lambo, even though it is 16 years older, it's worth less money than this thing. It's not as vibrant and bright and obnoxious as this. It still has something a little bit more special about it than this thing does. With that being said, that's not a take away from the fact that this thing is friggin' awesome. It's a really, really, really good car. So I just got back from driving around the GT4, and obviously I drove that one first, and if the question is, somebody holds a gun to your head and you have to get rid of one of them, then the answer is I'm getting rid of the GT4 and I'm keeping the Lambo. If the question is, which one do you want to drive from here to Los Angeles, or which one are you going to drive faster at the track, or which one actually, can't say more fun, but which one do you want to drive? It's this one. But which one do I want in my collection? It's that one. So I guess the winner has to be Lambo, and I'm sorry, Porsche people that are watching this, they're both really freaking good, but I'd keep this one.
So Josh said we were gonna switch it up, but apparently he doesn't want me to drive his Lamborghini, so this video gets 1,000 thumbs ups. He said he'd let me drive it.